Hey, what's going on, everybody? Echo Side Fiend here, back once again. And wow, Happy New Year, January 1st, 2020 already. That's crazy. Doesn't even feel like New Year's of 2019 was more than just a few weeks ago. I cannot believe how fast this year went. 2019 already in the rear view, starting a brand new year. So, if you got any New Year's resolutions, I hope you stick with them. I hope if you went out last night, I hope you had a good time. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about that. And today, I actually want to do a review of Fearless Fred Fury because in about a month and a half, this album's already going to be a year old, and it just dawned on me that I never did a review for it. I am also aware that I did not do reviews for Missing Link Lost and Found. I do plan on doing those still. I've talked about it before. Missing Link Lost puts me in a really strange mood. And that's kind of why I never got around to doing it. Like a weekend would come and I'd be like, all right, I'm going to sit down, listen to it today. And because I want to listen to it before I review it because it's been quite a while because I don't listen to it very often. So I want to listen to it and then do the review. And I'm always like, all right, I'll just throw it on the headphones, go for a walk or something. And then I'm like, I don't know. It's gonna put me in a weird mood, and I just, and then I'm like, I'll do it next weekend, and I just never get around to it. Um, Found doesn't do that to me. I guess I could just jump ahead and do that, but I want to do them together. And I also want to cover the outtakes, missing link outtakes. So I will get to those eventually. So we're gonna do it a little out of order here, but I just figured since I'm so far behind schedule on doing a review for this, figured I'd do it today since it's almost a year old. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump right into it. So obviously this came out on what was it, February 15th of 2019. It was initially supposed to come out on October 27th, I believe, of late October anyway, of 2018. And of course, it got pushed back. They had announced the original date at the Gathering of the Juggalos seminar. And then as it got closer, if everybody recalls, there was just no information about it. They didn't talk about it, nothing. And then just all of a sudden, like a week before, they're like, hey, it's pushed back to February. But it did come out on February 15th, like they promised. So I did the pre-order from Psychopathic Merch. I did the one that came with the all-over print shirt. I should have got that out. I got it packed away somewhere though. I got it and I'm looking at it. I'm like, this. I've ordered a large, and I'm like holding it up to me. I'm like, this is going to be fucking way too big. So I tried it on. Like the collar goes like way around like this. I'm like, yeah, never gonna be wearing this. And it was like a rayon material or polyester or something. Where I was like, it's gonna be way too fucking hot. Besides the fact that it didn't fit me at all. So I do plan on buying like a frame. You can buy frames to put like jerseys or shirts in. I'm gonna buy something like that and just kind of display it in that because it's definitely a cool design and it looks cool with all over print and everything. But looking back on it, if I'd known it was gonna be like that, I would have just ordered one of the standard shirts. But whatever. And then it also came. I got the package. It came with a little hat pin, and I've got it on one of my sweatshirts hanging up in my closet. But it's just the Fearless Fred Fury face. So pretty cool. And then I ordered with the code, ordered Flip the Rat, which I'm not going to go over too much because I admittedly have not listened to that too much. I keep meaning to, but I will go through it here real quick. And I'll probably throw up a review for it sometime. I'll sit down and really listen to it. But today we'll just be talking for the most part about the main album, Fearless Fred Fury. So this is a fucking good album. Damn good. It was definitely worth the wait. I had stated before the image was getting me really psyched for this because it just looks so punk rock and just so just in your face and angry. And I would say they did not disappoint. They came through very with a lot of anger on here, very angry. And it's a kind of just shouting to the world their feelings. And I was very impressed with this. I did think it was worth the wait. Was it everything I thought it would be? We'll get to that. But it's definitely a fucking great album. So first of all, we'll go ahead and just take a look through. Actually, let's go over the track list real quick. So there's a slipcase. No track list on the back here. The slipcase, the track list is on the slipcase. So go ahead and go through the track list here. We got Introduction, Red Fred, Fury, West Werner Avenue, What the Fuck, Satellite, Seriously Hilarious, Game Over, Night of Red Rum, Low, Triple X, or Triplex. I'm still not sure if it's Triple X or Triplex. And then Nobody's Fault, Hothead, Shimmer, Freedom, Beware, and I Like It Rough. So for the majority of this album, I do really like. Obviously, Fury was the first video they put out. And then, of course, they got What the Fuck they released as a single. Satellite they put out a video for. And they did just put out Nobody's Fault. And to be honest, I have not watched that video yet. I actually need to do that. So, What the Fuck, I actually ended up picking up a couple singles of that when, copies of that when me and Crazy McCormick went to, I always forget, Rock of Ages for Record Store Day 2018. And so I really liked that song a lot. I know that line everybody kind of makes fun of, the something about milk doesn't give you strong bones, it just gives you bones. You know, it's like, yeah, okay, it was kind of a bad lyric. But yeah, right off the bat, like, introduction is pretty cool. Red Fred really sets up the album, like, just kind of the way they generally do it. Fury is a great track. West Verner Avenue, of course, is a cover of Electric Avenue by Eddie Grant, obviously with different lyrics, but and then Satellite I like a lot. Seriously Hilarious is obviously, I think, directed at Twisted, obviously, for the most part, but I think it's kind of directed at, any of the, rappers that try to take shots at them. Game Over, obviously a video game reference song with lots of sound effects, music from old school video games. Really cool track. Night of the Red Rum. I keep saying Night of the. It's just Night of Red Rum. Another entry into their Night of series. And then Low is the cover of what is that? Time of the Season. Is that by the Zombies? I think. So it's set to that beat, and it's really cool. I like that a lot. And it's actually right around this part where I start getting, I feel like this album kind of hits a wall a little bit. Triplex does not do much for me. Triple X, Triplex, whatever it's called. This doesn't, I don't know. I forget who it was who said it. Was it Joker's Gallery? Somebody said the song would have been good if they had 3 different verses that was each one of the characters, and I definitely agree with that. I think they were trying to, like, cram too much in there, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a weird song. That is generally one I skip. Hothead, that one is a little bit odd too. It's just kind of, I don't know, just doesn't really grab my attention. I kind of went over Nobody's Fault. That's a good track. I like that one a lot. The auto-tune in that is a little odd, but it does fit the song, I thought. So, and then moving ahead to Shimmer, I like that one a lot. That, as far as I can tell, is based on an episode of this series on Netflix that my roommate was watching one time called Haunted, and I actually put it in my watch list too, but it looks like, I'm pretty sure it isn't even real, but it's supposed to be like a group of people that are at like a support group, and it's filmed like it's 100% real, and they're talking about like, oh, they lived in a haunted house and everything, which I think is a bunch of fucking malarkey, if you will. But regardless, the very first episode of season 1 is called The Woman in White, and I'm pretty sure that the Shimmer is at the very least inspired by that episode. That show, I mean, it's kind of fun to watch, but it's I don't know, it's whatever. I've talked about my my feelings on all that hauntings and all that stuff. I'm fascinated by it, but I don't believe in them. Regardless, moving on, Freedom is fucking awesome. I love that track. They've seen them play it live a few times now. It's a great track. I love the lyrics, the music in it, everything. The flow is really well done. I like it a lot. I've seen a few people say that they didn't really care for it. I thought it was great. I think it's a good album ender, because that is pretty much where the album should have ended, I think. Beware, track 16, could have been the album ender, but just kind of, it's basically it's an intro to the I Like It Rough. Beware should have just been like a, hey, make sure you're living your life the way you're supposed to, or Red Fred's gonna come for you, something like that. And then I Like It Rough should have just been on Flip the Rat. I've listened to it like twice, and I don't think it's that great at all. I honestly don't know why it's on this album. It should have just been on Flip the Rat. Beware could have been an outro, and Freedom could have been the final track. And if they wanted to have 17 tracks, maybe throw something from Flip the Rat. There was a few songs on there that stuck out to me that could have been in here somewhere. But again, I'm obviously not in ICP. They set it up the way they wanted, but I would have done things a little differently. But overall, I think it's a good album. I would definitely recommend it to anybody, and I would say it's, for the most part, like for me, more than 3/4 of it is fucking good. So it was great, actually. So just take a look through the book. It does have all the lyrics. So lots of little. This is the little Flip the Rat thing. I have already used it, but I guess you can use the codes over and over. So if somebody wants to pause it and try to use that, go ahead. I already ordered it. So more lyrics, just photos of Jay and Shags mixed throughout, and then these are awesome. I do want to do a VIP sometime and have these signed. These are fucking cool ass pics. I did bring this with me when I saw them in Indianapolis, but I had to pick just a couple things to get signed, so I went with 2 other items that I would have rather had. So again, just more lyrics. So got some ads for upcoming. They got the Strums and Drums sessions, which I believe they've done a few times. I was at Big Balla's 2018 and saw it live. I do want to get these vinyl figures. They had them at Hollow Wicked, but they were like fucking $40 a piece. Or you could, I think, or they were 35 a piece, or you get both for 60, I think is what I'm like. That's too much. They are cool though. I did pick one up and picked up, both of them. Checked them out. Waxworks, definitely some stuff in here I'm going to be getting, especially that one right there. I have seen The Shining out already, but at Hollow Wicked that was also $40, and I'm like, I can't justify that. I would pay $40 for Wizard of the Hood though, so if that does come out and it's that, I will definitely be getting it. Obviously, Best of Collections. Probably won't really pick up any of those just because I just don't need those. So, a couple more pics of the clowns there. And then, of course, the credits right there. So, nice setup for the album. There is the CD. Under it, just more like the red blood stain. You got the 665. You can kind of see mixed in there. So, definitely cool. Definitely worth, obviously, adding to your collection. I'm kind of a little bit critical of some of the songs, but I'm still in no way saying this is a bad album by any means. It's not. It's fantastic. I listen to it quite frequently, and definitely worth picking up. So just real quick, just show Flip the Rat. Assuming they're still doing this, if you when you buy it, of course, comes with the code there again. If anybody wants to pause it and try to use it, I've already ordered it, so if it works, knock yourself out. So this is what you get in the mail, the Flip the Rat. So obviously, cool picture there. Got Red Fred. That's pretty cool. I think that would make a nice poster. And then the pop out there. You got the artwork behind it. You got some credits there. No insert or anything like that. So not a whole lot to that one. Like I said, I'm not really going to go over this one too much. I'll just hold it up there. You can check out the track list. Because like I said, I admittedly have not listened to this too much. I have listened to it a few times. I listened to it at the gym. I listened to it one day when I was running my route. And but I haven't absorbed a lot of it. I know after a year I definitely should have. But it's like, whenever I'm like ready to listen to it, I'm always tossing in, Fearless Fred. So, also I did pick up at Hollow Wicked this year. I did pick up the vinyl. So this is fucking sweet. This is definitely another. I want to do VIP, get this signed as well. Probably get these signed, or maybe I don't know, bring a silver one and have them do the cover. But I don't know. I think this would be fucking cool right there. Having same pictures are is it? Yeah, for the most part, same picture session. So. This is a 2-disc set. So then we'll grab one of the... I did show this off. I never did do a review for Hollow Wicked 2, but now that's been so long I probably won't bother with it now. But we'll just pull out one of the discs here. So you can kind of see it's got that smoke effect on it. So obviously clear. Really cool. So definitely check those out if you... collect vinyl. And then of course I did manage to get at Vertigo Records here in Grand Rapids, was able to grab a copy of Flip the Rat. I believe they said these were limited to 1,000, so they did have a couple. I almost bought 2, but I was like, I don't need two. I just need one. So got the credits there. And I'll pull out one of the discs here and check these out as well. They're kind of these I guess I would kind of say are kind of the tie-dye look, I guess, to a certain extent. So fucking cool. Have not played this at all. I have played the Fearless Fred Fury, but I have not played this at all. So same thing, if you can find one of these. Like I said, I think they are pretty limited, so definitely check those out. So as far as Flip the Rat, I'm not really going to give that a rating because I have not listened to that all that much, but Fearless Fred Fury, I give this a solid 4 out of 5. I thought it was definitely a great album. It was definitely worth the wait. I think for the most part, it lived up to all the hype. Like I said, just for me, just a few songs that I felt were like kind of, and admittedly, most of ICP's albums do have a couple songs that I feel out of place on that album. I don't really think there's any songs of theirs that I think straight up suck. There are some songs of theirs I don't care for, but for the most part, I generally like all their music. Oftentimes, if I find something on an album, it's mostly I just feel that it feels out of place. But again, I'm not ICP. I'm not writing the stuff. I'm not putting together the album, so it's obviously all up to them, and they're setting it up how they want, and that's that. So, but yep, for the most part, not even for the most part, just overall, I could say this is a definite solid 4 out of 5. So definitely, if you don't have this, I know it's been out for a year, but if you don't have it, obviously pick it up for your collection, and you obviously want it to finish your collection. So I would definitely pick it up just for that alone, especially if you're a full-on collector like I am. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So sorry that this took a year to get out there, but that's my thoughts on Fearless Fred Fury. And keep an eye out. I don't want to say specifically when, but I will get to the Missing Link Lost and Found. I do want to get all their main albums all caught up, and I will do that soon. So thank you for your patience. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. This is Ecocide Fiend, and I will catch you in the next one. Too sweet.